Hello, welcome. Welcome to Adrenal Fatigue. I'm really excited to teach this workshop. My name is Hindrichs. I'm an RN retired about 3 decades and have spent about 3 decades researching alternatives as well. Health is something I love, and looking at the foundations of good health are really important. And our adrenals play a key role in health. I'm not sure if you've heard of the book of Adrenal Fatigue. It's a brilliant write-up. Oh, first off, I need to give you this legal disclaimer. None of this information in this video series is meant to diagnose, prescribe, or advise. So, first question is, what are the adrenals? So the adrenals are endocrine glands, and all endocrine glands release hormones. Our adrenals are just about here. If you put your hands on your waist and point up to your ribs, your thumbs will land on about where your adrenals are. And those hormones that the adrenals release are chemical messengers. And those chemical messengers get into the bloodstream and they circulate throughout the entire body, and they can communicate with every single cell in the body. So it's kind of exciting. The adrenals respond to stress. Now, it's not just like the stress that we get at work, or the problems, or the problem with the colleague or something. Stress is how we interpret our environment. So everything around us, the lights that we see, the sounds that we hear, the taste that we have, the touch that we have, all of our 5 senses, everything that we're interpreting in the outside world is coming through the limbic brain, where the signals are sent down to the adrenals saying, this is safe or it is unsafe. I'm going to be unsafe, I'm going to be stressed out, I'm going to go into that fight, flight, or freeze response. Or if it's a safe one, I'm going to go into the rest, restore, rebuild. Needs to be quite a polarization there of what kind of response that we're going to have. And we're going to respond to absolutely everything in our world. When we look at our world and what happens to us in a single day, you can be caught in traffic, you can fall in love, you can fall out of love, you can lose a fortune, you can gain a fortune, you can undergo physical trauma, you can be dealing with chronic illness. Our life is what our adrenals are responding to. And I think that's a pretty cool thing. So we actually have a barometer on what's going on in our life and how our bodies are responding to our life in our adrenals. So there's 2 hormones we want to really look at in the adrenals, and those are cortisol and DHEA. We're not even going to long with DHEA, it's not necessary. DHEA is one of these wonderful hormones. We don't actually talk about that much. DHEA is responsible for our sex hormones after midlife and menopause for women. So when we reach those stages of our life, we no longer have the ovaries creating our different sex hormones. It's actually a breakdown from DHEA. We look at anti-aging for DHEA, and it also balances out cortisol. Now, cortisol is the SOS one. This is the fight, flight, or freeze response in our body. It's the response to stress. It's also a major antioxidant in the body, anti-inflammatory. It suppresses the immune system, and it helps to regulate blood sugar, something a lot of people don't realize about it. So both of these hormones are steroid hormones, and they're created from cholesterol in the liver. The liver goes through this whole process, but first it's creating a hormone called pregnenolone. Now, pregnenolone is the mother of all of the other hormones. Pregnenolone will preferentially create either cortisol or DHEA. That DHEA is dehydroepiandrosterone. It's kind of a long one, so I think we'll just keep it at DHEA, okay? We said earlier that those hormones can spread throughout the entire body, but they're talking to every cell, which is why adrenals have such an effect on every system in the body. We're affecting our immunity, our thyroid, blood sugar, sleep, liver, digestive functions, sex hormones, cardiovascular functions, respiratory function. All of that is being regulated by our adrenals, so it's pretty impressive. Now, when we talk about adrenal fatigue, there's a lot of steps beforehand. Normally in our body, we have cortisol and DHEA. They're kind of roaming through the body. They're doing their thing. They balance each other out. We have normal responses to things. If we're on that stressed out pathway, though, that constant stress, our cortisol levels become too high. And pregnenolone, that mother hormone that I talked about earlier, is preferentially creating cortisol. And so we have a low DHEA. We have high cortisol, low DHEA. And then finally, the body's just exhausted, can't even create any more pregnenolone, can't create any more cortisol, and so both cortisol and DHEA are low. So when you get to this point of adrenal fatigue, some of the classic symptoms are difficulty getting to sleep, insulin resistance, which of course leads to diabetes eventually, wicked PMS, and a lot of problems in menopause as well. Brain fog, hypoglycemia or hyperglycemia, so high blood sugar or low blood sugar, chronic disease, hypotension or hypertension, higher blood pressure, weight gain, thyroid problems, fatigue, a lot of allergies, recurring respiratory infections, cravings for sugar, cravings for salt, and cravings for caffeine. And you tend to need to eat to relieve fatigue. So it's not a fun place to be. And of course, the crown glory is the advent of a lot of chronic disease. And this is what you feel like. You just kind of feel like you've got no energy. And I remember going through adrenal fatigue myself. And I used to count stairs. Like in our house, we have kitchen, like most people do, but down in the crawl space is where I keep all the extra supplies. And so doing something like running out of olive oil, I would be calculating how many steps out of the kitchen to the back door, down the stairs into the crawl space to grab the olive oil, which was probably maybe 25 steps. But I have to calculate, do I have the energy to do that? Or should I just make something else instead? So that's what adrenal fatigue sort of feels like. But here's what it looks like. You just look like you're fat and lazy. And your friends are like, what's wrong with you? Why don't you get up and do something? You're just so lazy. And it's not that at all. This is, you actually don't have the energy to do anything. In the next video, in video 2, we're going to look at what's actually happening in the body and why you just look like you're lazy and you feel like death warmed over.